When was Johnny Cash alive? Oh, do I sound weird? Cause I'm like, how's he know this song? I was worried that it was I was like, oh no, what if this is AI? What if this is AI? But I guess he was like, I'll sing it. 1932 to 2003. Damn. Oh my god, in my head I was like, oh, so like 10 years ago, that's not bad. It was 20. It's like 20. 20 years. No, Mr. Baby. Mr. Baby's being needy. So I've got him on the chair with me. But now he moving around. Hello. He's being needy. He was mowing in the hallway. Mowing in the hallway. And I said, okay, Mr. Baby. Come visit. Come visit. It's me. And Mr. Baby. How's it going? Let me put on my instrumental. This has a very interesting cover art. L'amore. Wait, it's probably Italian. L'amore dice ciao. Ciao. L'amore dice ciao. Something like that. Cast a spell? I just did in Italian. Love says... Oh, it's a bad one. I think this means love says goodbye in Italian. But the cover is a man in a suit on all fours and a woman who has long hair that's covering her bazongas is wearing only panties and shoes riding on his back. Not bad. It does not fit the vibe of, well, I guess it's music by Armando Trovajoli. Trovajoli. Jolly? J sound. I don't mind that, though. Mr. Baby. I can't pet him because he's just darkness. And it will look weird. Mr. Chicken. Because the crustacean station is being used by Mr. Boyan. Bjorn, thanks for the 34 months. Joseph Black says you will love this game. I've played too many hours of it now without accomplishing anything. 11 hours. Alright, Mr. Baby. You go to your house then, if you're so smart. Go on. Mr. Bryan's in the crustacean station. That's where he is. The crustacean station, which is... That's the crustacean station. Are they enjoying the mouse house? Well, they've snorfed it a whole lot. They were giving it big snorf. Also, I went to Pets at Home today, which is a British like pet store. Like PetSmart, I guess. And I got them new treats. And the treats that I got them, wonder if I can find them. View all cat treats. It's like some weird like jerky. Cat jerky. And it's like a tiny like anchovy or minnow looking fish that is wrapped in like dehydrated chicken breast And oh lord, were those things stankin'. But they loved them. And they were like picking them up with their little hands and like moving them around and stuff. They liked it. Oh, Mr. Baby. He's in the butthole. They had guinea pigs there, yeah, and some rats. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, excuse me. It's a tired day. I could go get the bag, but that means I have to get up and go look for it. Or go get it out of the drawer that I've hidden it in. I just type in chicken breast. Chicken breast. Chicken breast. Okay, fish, chicken breast, jerky, cat nibbly jerky treats. Might be what they are. Cat it. One of those things. And it's like a very tiny fish wrapped in it. Gilgamesh? Why he gotta be in his own butthole? Whole fish wrapped in chicken breast. On Just for Pets. And then I've clicked on it. Oh, here it is. I open image in a new tab. This is what they were snacking on earlier. This. They're going crazy about it. And they were chewing their little heads of the fish. It could be tasty, but it was like they had to like chew it a few times to like get it like slurped enough so that they could chew it, because it's like jerky, so it's kind of chewy. And Gilgamesh figured his out pretty quickly. But Brian had a bigger one. And he had a harder time trying to chew it. So Gilgamesh stole it. They loved them. Cat cereal, maybe it was. Oh my god. Chainsaw Hands McGee says 2 men are watching cat lick his own butthole. The first man says, I wish I could do that. And the second man says, give him some chicken and maybe he'll let you. I think it takes more than chicken for that, maybe. Maybe. I went to, a flea market thing in near Easton in Bristol. And it's a community flea market, the M32 Community Flea Market. And I was thinking that it would be like more of like a garage sale almost. But it was only, people were pretty much only selling clothes and then like some crafts and some art. And it was a lot of people in their 30s or younger who were having the stalls. And it was like a specific, I guess, would you say like subculture or something? So it was basically just a ton of hipsters. It was just a lot of hipsters. And like grunge people. Grunge and hipsters. And everyone was nice, but I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't usually see like hipsters and grunge people around Bristol when I'm like out and about. So I'm like, what the heck? I didn't see anyone I knew, no. But I just went and I looked. And I was like, I don't really want to buy any clothes. And so I bought, some toys for the chickens, which are not actually toys for chickens. anything I bought were there was like a farmer's market stall, except instead of real vegetables, it's like yarn vegetables. So I bought this carrot and this tomato, which are made of yarn and felt. And they were each £1.50, and that's what I bought today. And so I was like, well. And then I went to Pets at Home, I think, or Pets for Home, or Just for Pets, or whatever the fuck store it was, which is like very close to there. Bought more cat stuff, including the mouse house and the quite a few cat treats. So that's what I did today. And then after that, because I got up kind of early to do it, and I'm kind of sleepy. Because I thought I could fall asleep earlier last night, and I did not. So I stayed awake kind of pretty late, and then I got up at, I think it was, which it's not actually early, but with my bad sleep schedule lately, it's, I got up at 9, and I was like, oh. I think I stayed up till probably like, maybe like 2 or 3, and then I woke up a lot too. So that's what I did. And then I worked on the Tiltify Jingle Jam, Tiltify/Jingle Jam art collage a bit. Let's see if I can. I don't know. I'm opening Clip Studio Paint, which is where I'm drawing it, and then I was gonna take a screenshot and save that in Paint. But I can just do all of that in the same thing. That would be smarter. And people chose some numbers, and then some people had chosen the same ones. And so I just did it in order of who did it first. And create from clipboard. So maybe you can try to recognize some people. My naming process. Yippee! It's Key Smashes. Welcome to my Key Smashes. And also, I'll give you a sneak peek at maybe some Rat Boy merch, as in maybe he will make it. So here is, let me find the key smash. The corresponding key smash. I think I saved it in here. Oh my goodness. Fit to screen. So here's what I have so far. Nope, that's the wrong one. This one? Yeah. Is it dog color? One of them will be a dog color. So I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 done. And then I've started on 7. And we've got number 1, Darineth. Number 2, Ref D. Number 3, Morton. I don't, so I have some mod mails from people that sent in pictures and stuff, and then some people didn't. And some people messaged, like, some mods. But I don't know if Morton sent any information, so I drew Morton so far as their, Final Fantasy 14 person. Because I remembered Morton's, character is one of the human Final Fantasy 14s. And so I'd used the, like, human Final Fantasy 14 starting gear, sort of. And then we've got Verkiel coming in through the window. And then is it... I think it's... I've got to look at my list. Number 5. Number 5 is Grouse, and number 6 is Sproggle. So, number 5. The Grousey Grouser. It's the default character. I thought so, Morton, because I looked up default here. Which I think... But I associate that with you, because when I would show up in Final Fantasy 14 and you would come over to wherever I was, I'd be like, Morton. So in my head, that's you, Morton. Sproggle asked to have a Bleb hoodie on, so I've done a hoodie so far. And then shorts. So I've done the shorts. That's Grouse, number 5. And Sproggle is number 6. Then we'll have number 7 is Solan. So I've put glasses so far. Rouge Leader will be number 8. Champ is number 9. Somehow that worked out really just perfectly. Shug was taken is number 10. And then Fushba I added in because I messed up the accounting, I guess I would say. So Fushba is coming out from under the bed doing the Nyan pose. I figured was appropriate. So that's where I'm at with that. So I was doing that today and watching WandaVision. And I think I'm on, like, episode 7 or something. No spoilers, no spoilers. And then the Rat Boy merch, which I'll get him to upload as soon as I can get him to do it. There's like a few color variations of them. But maybe this one is a good one to show. So, this is from the Quarry. As in, it's Joe Gatto from Impractical Jokers with some lasagna that he wants to acquire. And it's as if he's in a video game, and it says, are you going to use that lasagna, or is it just me? And then you can say yes, no, or what. And he's titled Impractical Man. Because that was the joke of the last stream, for some reason. And so there's a few different colors. And I sent it to Ratboy, and Ratboy was like, can you voice chat right now? And I was like, yeah. And then in voice chat, he goes, okay, I feel like I have to ask. He goes, did you make that or did you find it? He's like, I know there's not a game that exists where Joe Gatto is asking about lasagna, but it's just so good that I feel like it has to already exist. But no, I made it. And then I've done just the text box to go on like a hat or something. So I thought that would be fun. So there's those. And then, I don't know if Ratboy's used this BRB screen yet, but there's that too. which is from I Think You Should Leave. Tim Robinson. Making mud pies, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I've been up to today. Not the Rapway merch. I think I did that yesterday. And I played a bit of Fortnite. Because so what? Sometimes you just play a little bit of Fortnite. You do a little dance, you make a little love, and instead of getting down tonight, you play some Fortnite. Which is maybe the same thing. But I showed you Godzilla in shoes on the stream, right? Did I? Did I show you Godzilla wearing shoes on my stream yet? Torb says what? Tilleron just doesn't want me to do it. Tilleron, I'm gonna call your doctor. And I'm gonna send him money. And I'm gonna say, will you tell Tilleron that if he doesn't start finding joy in life, that he will get sick. And his cholesterol is high, because it probably is from the ice cream or whatever. And then say also his bad vibes and fun sucking are too high. Maybe I showed you, but I'm gonna show you again. Because it's funny. I'm streaking. Thanks, Forrest. That scared me. So if I show you... That scared me? Yeah, I'm Fortnite. Oh no, I didn't save it yet. Okay, so I'll just do it for you real quick. Here's Godzilla. And you can put some Adidas on Godzilla. Because why wouldn't you? So there he is. He's got his shoes on. And then... Adidas. And the dance. Damn, Godzilla. Godzilla kind of smooth with it. I think my favorite thing is just making them do the dances. Well, besides the Adidas. Because it's stupid as fuck. So another good person to do that with is Batman. Ninja Batman. Wearing some Adidas. And dancing to Megan Thee Stallion. Damn! He kind of slick with it. Though. And he kind of got the straight Adidas on, dude. Look at that. Look at the way. Why do I love the Godzilla model so much? Isn't it? There's something about it that's so endearing. Like, look at this. How endeared are you? Oh my god, Batman. Clean with it. Are the shoes a quest reward? There might be. I did pay V-Bucks for them. Because I just had to see them on Godzilla. And then once I saw them on Godzilla, I was like, there's no fucking way that I can't subject everyone to this. There's no way. So besides that, or rather, that Godzilla reminds me of... I was like, man, this Godzilla is really reminding me of something. And I can't put my finger on it, but it's he reminds me so much of something. Literally, Godzilla. Literally, this is what I made. I made BJ from Barney by putting some sweet Adidas on Godzilla. Look at that. He could get slick with it, just like Godzilla. Are they called BJ? I don't know. Did you not have Barney here? It probably stands for... Let's see. Made his first appearance in season 2 of the show with the episode Look at Me, I'm 3. But it's 3 with an exclamation mark. So I thought it said 31. My identity? In 1993, he debuted as a 6-year-old, but eventually turned 7. Let me refresh this just in case. But eventually turned 7. He's a good friend of Barney, and the older brother of Baby Bop, who he frequently calls Sissy. He's also Riff's cousin. He is an impulsive dinosaur, but always eager to help his friends. He's a protoceratops. Enjoys pretending to be Captain Pickles, and his theme song is none other than the titular BJ's song. But what does it stand for? Oh, BJ was named after Cheryl Leach's father, Billy Joe. BJ Stamps. An honor and memorial to her father who passed away near the end of the first season of Barney. So, everyone that just said mean things about BJ, how do you feel now? Ah! Oh no! Riff. He's a hadrosaur. Why he looking like that? It looks like he ate a bumblebee. I hope he's not named after anyone dead. Ugh. Why is he kind of... I don't like him. Oh no. During auditions for Riff, the character was described as edgy and urban. So, I don't know... And he's their cousin. He's all about music, hears music everywhere he goes, which ties directly into his theme song, I Hear Music Everywhere. He loves music so much that his crest blinks whenever he is creating music or is excited. Pardon me? He was created to add musical diversity to the series and bring the show to a wider international audience. I guess that's okay, but then when you're like, hey, what characteristics do we want for this dinosaur to bring diversity? And they're like, we want him to be edgy and urban. Then that's when it's kind of problematic, yeah. Baby Bop, she's cute. Look at her. What? Baby Bop debuted as a 2-year-old with Elysium. Practice of talking about oneself in the third person rather than the first person. Godzilla does that too. Turned 3 in the episode Look at Me, I'm 3, and eventually grew to speak in the first person. Character development. She always has her blankie. She's a ballet dancer. Elephant doll named Nelly. Whereas Barney is outgoing but down to earth, Baby Bop is very shy but ecstatic due to her young age. She serves as a vehicle for portraying the behaviors and activities typical of a 2 to 3-year-old. Oh. We want her to look like a huge cock. That is... questionable. Stitched fabric over form. Ah! This is a creepypasta. Look at it. That is literally a creepypasta. Because of the crinkled paper, the like haphazard pen marks, and the sketching, and the eyes. Literally. I thought this said butt. Belt. Which kind of looks like a giraffe, sort of. Oh. Please don't make me be Baby Bop again. Mom says it's my turn to be BJ. I don't want to be Baby Bop. I guess they would have done voiceovers then. Did they have, the sketches for this guy? Wah! Why is there so many comments? Where's Barney? I want to click on the Barney name. Does he have, sketches? Besides the artwork? It's very McDonald's, right? Like, that's a McDonald's coloring page kind of look. Captain Pickles is... oh my gosh, look at how fucking 90s this is. Have you lowered your bitrate? It's bitty slightly when you're scrolling. Oh, I think it must have defaulted back. Because of when the multi-stream wasn't working. The multiverse. Let me see. Maximum streaming bandwidth, auto, 0 kbps. Maximum video tracks, auto, 0. I think if it's got the encoder settings here. I think I can change that now. 3K? I just went to 3K. How's that? 6,000? I can do that. 6,000. 6,000. 6,000. See if that works. How fast can I scroll Barney now? Can you imagine that the thing that clued you into my bit rate was because you were like, Barney is looking kind of blurry. Barney's looking kind of blurry. I want to see... Actually, oh yeah, let's look at Barney real quick. Barney was like my favorite show as a kid. 200 million year, 2 dinosaur years old, 6 foot tall, purple Tyrannosaurus Rex with a green tummy and green spots. And his little yellow toes. Oh yeah, and he's got little mitten hands. Oh my Christ. Can you imagine... Pattern, latex to give shine. Early Barney, actual fucking dinosaur. Actual Tyrannosaurus Rex. The B in bit stands for Barney's. Yeah, it does. And then they were like, let's dumb him down a little bit. And then they've put the scaling of the person inside. Ah! What went on? Stop. I don't think this is official Barney concept art. I think that one snuck in. I think someone snuck that one in. What? As seen in I Love You, You Hate Me, this image stems from the Barney Bible. I want to see the craft time. The craft thing on Barney was my favorite. Barney craft bag. There's like something in my brain that wants to chew on the Barney craft bag, which will not make sense to anyone. But like, there's something so satisfying about the imagery of the Barney craft bag.
This sounds like a job for... the Barney bag! Oh, I've been looking in my Barney bag, and I found a lot of things. Gizmos and...
Marshmallow core, that's it. Catastrophics always knows what I mean. So I hear the words and I'm like, oh shit, I know those. And then I always remember I would look at this kid. This boy kid.
Oh, I've been looking in my
Where is he? I would look at him and I was like, I didn't like him.
Odds and ends, and even some old string. So let's ask ourselves a question. What can we make today?
But I loved this part. There's something about the Barney bag. I think because...
What if we made something to eat?
Something to eat? It's craft time.
That sounds yummy.
Is it Justin McElroy? It might be, right? That was like some trivia, right? Justin McElroy Barney. Right? Right? Or is it Travis McElroy? I thought there was something about McElroy with Barney. Barney McElroy. No. Now I'm just Googling Barney McElroy.
That sounds...
But it looks like... No, that looks like Travis. But there's... With the Barney bag, there was like... There's like some... Oh, the beans one! I think it was the way that the Barney bag would phase into existence. Lives rent-free in my head. And then... They look in the Barney bag. What do they have this time? The beans! They're like... They're shoveling the beans into... They're making socks out of them. Bean bags. What else? And see, they would make all kinds of stuff. And I loved to do crafts. There's something else I was thinking of. Oh. 90s. Toys. Shapes. This is a good one. Bro, where's my view image button? And then... I'll show you. Plastic. Plastic shapes, not the wooden ones. The plastic... Or just... Plastic shaped toys? The flat ones. Flat. This guy. Alright, first of all, we've got this guy. Pretty fucking good. Do you remember this shit? Anybody? Anyone? Anyone? No Warhammers in the Barney bag. This, I loved these. Making these pictures out of the shapes. Hello, Chovy Tony. This, really fucking good. And the way that the, like, wood of these shapes felt, really good. Really good hand feel. I wanted to eat the shapes. Not these ones, Pip. These ones. These ones are the eat ones. But they're not. They're not edible. But they're flat plastic. And they were like semi-opaque. Is that the word they would say? And so these were like flat plastic that was kind of see-through. 12-piece learning toys, flat plastic geometric shapes. And these we had just like a bag of them at my preschool or kindergarten, I remember. And I just was like obsessed with them. Like, because you could like grab like a bunch of them into your hands, and it was like they were just like this, like, not really sharp plastic, but it was plastic that had, it was crunchy, I guess. And so you could just hold them, and then you could put your hands in the bag, and they felt really nice. Tangrams? Ooh, yeah, they've got quite a few different ones. Because these were the flat ones. Tangrams... toys? Tangrams toys. I want to eat these. These might be felt, actually. But there's something that's just... I don't know how to describe the feeling that I'm trying to say with the, like, I would buy... Maybe it was like a stim kind of thing. Because those plastic flat tangram pieces, I would just, like, stick my hand in the bag and, like, grab them. These were like they weren't soft plastic, the ones that I'm talking about. They were a hard plastic, but they also made like a tinkle noise when they would like ding against each other, sort of. You know what I mean? And that was really nice. And then what else? 90s school toys. America. Thank you, Sandown and Nido Choco. Tileron, thanks for a significant order. I just poked my finger under the desk into this fucking metal hole on accident, and it hurt so bad. A roughish texture on top, and the bottom was hollow and slidey. Maybe. They were like plastic geometric shape toys. Flat. Well, that might. It's these. Look at this real quick. This is like a fake picture of them, and they're huge, so no, those are not correct. I think it was just this specific thing. I saw what you said you'd do, Tileron. I need to figure out another channel point thing. But this, so I think the top was kind of like, maybe you're right, a like rougher texture. I don't think the underneath was hollow. I think I had some that were like, just like a flat, like, tinkly plastic, which makes no sense. These also really great because they were magnetic and you could make shapes out of them. Oh, a second Peepo Courage tattoo, I do. See, these are kind of them, but this doesn't look real. Is this? It does look a bit more real, but it's very blurry. I had this, the Polly Pockets. I was crazy about Polly Pockets. Yeah, they were like a thin plastic. I would love to have a bag of them to just have. I had these doggies. I had quite a few Betty Spaghettis. Betty Spaghetti! I had her. I had the different little Polly Pockets things, and then when they came out with the other ones that had the chewy clothes. Why is it so many American girl doll? I had Cabbage Patch Kids. That I'm not proud of. I did have the Air Dancer. What the hell, Tileron? There's the Polly Pocket with the chewy clothes. Polly Pocket toys. No. This. So you got a Polly Pocket, and then you got these like weird rubber clothes. You said I have no joy in high cholesterol like I'm Scrooge. If the Scrooge fits, wear it. Maybe that's what you need. You need a ghost of Christmas past, present, and future to visit you, Tileron. I say it endearingly though, because I want you to live a long, healthy life, but one that you enjoy. These are good to chew on. Bratz dolls? I loved Bratz dolls. I can taste those clothes just by looking at them. They were good. What about, I think Katya said this on one of the Trixie Mattel podcast things or something, where she was like, how about when you were little and you would fill up the washcloth with water and then you would suck the water out of the washcloth and drink it because it tasted better for some reason? And I was like, what the fuck? Why'd we all do the same shit somehow? The Mighty Max ones, which were Polly Pockets for boys. So real though, but why did every kid know to do that, right? Most kids, maybe. Most kids. I liked Bratz dolls, and I also had the Mycene dolls. Bratz dolls. I'd bought one recently. I had like all of them though. I can like feel them. And is it just me? Or has the quality of doll hair like changed? I did have a lot of Lisa Frank. Nito, I think you're the freak for not drinking washcloth water, so maybe you need to start. I think now the doll hair quality is worse. Because I think this hair, I don't remember it being as like plasticky, because the Monster High dolls that I have, their hair feels like it's already melted, which is hard to describe. But like, I feel like doll hair was better, or maybe I just was a child and so I just was like, yippee. I loved these two. Mycene, so Barbie's like, okay, the kids are really into Bratz dolls, so we need to come out with Mycene. And so they were like the Bratz dolls of the Barbies. And they had a show, and they had really good games on the Mycene doll website. I wonder if they have them. Mycene Barbie web games. I've been computer gaming since before you were born. My Barbie Makeover Studio, does this work? Play. Who's old? They whitewashed Bratz. Not all of them, but some of them. Look. Let's have this hair. Or what else do we have? What's cute? Ooh, this one's cute. Pink? Okay. Ooh. Gay Barbie, gay Barbie, gay Barbie. And then a heart. Makeup time. Ooh, not that shade. A little bit lighter. This is what I would spend hours upon hours upon hours doing. This is real gaming. It is. Look at that. Purple, blue, purple, I think. Change our eye color. Purple to match. Lipstick. Glossy or matte? Let's go with matte. Jewelry. Heart earrings to match our heart accessory with a heart necklace. And heart face jewel. And ooh. No. 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 No sunglasses. Yippee! What a makeover. Doll hair changed from Kanakalan synthetic hair to nylon strands. Does that mean that it's more shit? Because that kind of feels like it feels just worse. I think it feels like shitty. It's so hard to comb now. Because when I've given Evelyn some Monster High dolls and she's been playing with them and she's like, can you help me brush their hair? And I'm brushing it and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this Barbie hair, dude? It's because it's sturdier. Can you... Nylon, though, I guess I wonder if you can use some heat on it, but not really. Because the previous doll hair, I did try to straighten a doll's hair when I was younger, and it just melted it. But I think I've seen people saying that some of the synthetic hair now, you can, like, on extremely low heat, do it. Girls Go Games dress-up game where you had money and had to do jobs to buy more clothes. Hell yeah. Yeah, you can replace the hair. Maybe I'll just grow my hair out so that I can cut it so that I can use it for my Monster High doll's hair. That's sane, right? Alright. Yesterday when we played this game, I died because I sat in an uncomfortable chair. So I went to the pharmacy and I got a couple of health pots so that hopefully doesn't happen again. It's 9:30 in the morning and I also need to make sure that I get at least 20 quid worth of, or whatever their currency is, thing. And you tell me how the volume is. Because I always have to turn it down for me and up for you. Okay, let's not talk to that guy because he's a dickhole. Mito Choco, why don't you learn to get over it? Hmm? Why don't you simply practice some humility? Hmm? Do that. The full Disco Elysium soundboard. Oh no, I didn't see that. Alright. Since we have to challenge this guy by sitting in this fucking stupid chair. Atmospheric noises loud? Maybe that's better. Fuck off, Mr. Choco. Don't you have a meeting or something, huh?
Mr. Dubois, I hope time is on your side this time.
Me.
Please, take a seat.
Take a seat. Fine.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man,
Try to
so
wink
tell
back.
me.
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair.
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners.
I better have
Pains me to
enough
say.
health pots because I didn't want to buy too many.
This should take care of that nonsense.
Points to the novelty check.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
You can take that comically large check and shove it up your ass.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts then.
Crosses his arms on his ample midsection.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I'm not worried. I've got this.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
Slug-like lips.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
I don't think there's nothing I can do for that right now. And I can't access my inventory, but I don't think there's anything that I can change about it anyways. I have to try.
Who does this guy think you are? Ronnie the Rookie?
Yeah.
You ain't worried about no lost gun.
Do I
or
look like Ronnie the
unproved
Rookie?
Or forgotten
You
name.
bitch.
You're the bad cop. You're probably more corrupt than him.
Ooh. Sink deep into the folding chair, smile and cross your hands behind your back.
The fat man does the same,
Double sixes.
sinking deeper into his chair than one would think is physically possible. He seems to be enjoying your little display. Good. Now lean in with some corruption.
Listen, Evrart. Pal, we both know what makes the wheels of the world
That
turn.
we do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters.
Nice bit with the chair, by the way. A good way to keep your guests on
Why,
edge.
thank you. It's always nice when a fellow professional appreciates your work.
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
This is a worm's lair, and we both know why I'm here. To help you grow your hoard. I don't want to be corrupt.
You strike me as a reasonable man, Harry. I like that in a law man. Let's cut to the chase, shall we?
I don't want
What
this
can
guy to
Everard
like
Clare
me.
do for you?
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, Detective?
Yeah, Kim, why'd you make me sit in this chair?
Questions will show him who's boss. Whatever you do, don't ask him about the gun first. You don't want him thinking you're scared.
I met Joyce, the company representative. Talk about the
Oh,
hang.
of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Say
But there's
nothing.
a thing that's been keeping me up at night.
Blah blah
I
blah.
want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just
This guy's
calmly talk,
awful. Why do
exchange
these people
information,
like
we
him?
could blow this thing wide open.
Everyone spoke so highly of him. I was like,
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
ugh.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door opening
I'm not
machines?
sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing.
We nearly talked the
Absolutely
door into
nothing shady
opening,
about
and I'm
it.
gonna keep trying.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
Why don't you just
Harry,
open
I'm
it
a
yourself?
very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
I cannot.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is
Oh,
it?
no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a
A
weasel?
loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
It seems like if I go and unlock this person's door, that means that he will have someone kill that person. I bet you don't even know anything
Harry,
about
my
the
dear
hanging.
friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
I don't want to help this guy. You thought he was doing Jem's voice.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Okay. I'm told the union is involved in the local drug
What?
trade.
Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
Ooh. No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite.
What do you mean never were?
I'm
Didn't
a
you just
Harry
meet
guy.
him now?
I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Aren't you going to ask me how
Harry.
I got in?
Honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age.
I too am surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided with.
You did look like you were gonna collapse and die when I told you about your lost gun. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
I'm looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
Did you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally.
This guy's a
but why
fucking
would I get involved in
asshole.
this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us.
Yeah.
It's a stain on the neighborhood.
You're a community leader. Help your community
I can
out.
certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and
But
smiles.
of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
Okay.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the
Neato.
race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
Okay.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big, impressive one.
Measure
You know,
head.
tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him.
What
Great
the fuck?
guy.
Joyce, the
Oh,
company
that's
representative.
very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just
We're all
pals.
trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gaumont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that
He's an
go?
old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a bad name.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
Why haven't you let her in to see
If
you?
she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Harry Potter reference. Why? Because it's racist?
He doesn't want to see her.
Or
It's
what
as
is it?
simple as that.
Ableist? I was thinking about Harry Potter, so I went with racist first. And then I was like, oh, actually, it's the ableism, which is also a Harry Potter reference. Sure.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy.
Blah,
Tell
blah,
her
blah.
about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
I don't want this
It
guy's
is
help.
rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
What's in that container outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
Never mind.
I rarely do, Harry. I have people for that.
Let's
Now,
talk
you
about
were
my
saying-
gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
I don't care about my gun. Keep it. I will not be blackmailed with this gun business.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful.
This
a
guy's
lost gun
a
is a dangerous
bucko.
thing. I can't have it
He's
around
probably
in my
sitting on it.
neighborhood.
It's probably in his butt.
Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
No one's doing
I
any of
assure
that.
you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
I don't think there's much of a way for me to have prioritized that.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, Measurehead's gonna help me. Blah, blah, blah.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great, wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
You're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
For a second, I forgot this wasn't just Fallout, because I was like, I'm gonna autosave, or I'm gonna quick save, and then I'm gonna shoot this guy in the head and see what happens, and then I'm gonna leave. But... what does Kim have? Anything, Kim? Kim? No? I don't know why it makes me go around. I guess he's up a level, but you can't see the stairs. Kim?
Yes?
With what gun? That's why I thought I was in Fallout. I have to go pee real quick. So, hang out with Gilgamesh for a second. Oh my god, I forgot about the picture. Andy, thanks for the raid. Ref, I see you. Caught emote, cheeseburger but caught but with cheeseburger crumbs and burger sauce on you. Caught. Thanks for the raid, Andy. Hello. I hope you had fun with your G&G, which I don't know what it stands for because I forgot. I know it's a retro game. Thank you so much. I hope you had a nice time. Welcome. We're playing Disco Elysium. I don't want to help that guy because I fucking hate him.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes. No trouble at all, mister.
Okay, that's it. I hate this guy. Me every day. Andy, is that... I guess it makes sense with your job. Alright. I want to check... Do I have the... I was wondering if I have the... Okay. So... I wonder if I need to go talk to Joyce again, because I think I want to help her so that she'll help me. Because I don't mind her, even though I mind the idiot man. And I guess Measurehead will help me. Measurehead. Mr. Baby, behave while I was gone. Mr. Baby? Mr. Chicken? Mr. Crustacean? So this guy's... I talked to him, right?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
No! Become a racist. No! Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders.
You like the capitalist
Their
scum, but
company
not your
is
socialist
spiritually
comrade, Sag.
degrading.
Well, I don't like that he's blackmailing me, is what it is.
The Hardy
And he's
are on
slimy.
the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone.
Blah blah racism
Now
blah
leave
blah.
me,
Help me
so
get the
it
body
was.
doused from the tree.
You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree.
Is there a mod that
With
makes
my
Measurehead
bare
speak more
hands.
quickly?
You're so noble, Measurehead.
I got so confused. Who said that? I thought it was my tie. Because sometimes when there's white text, it's my tie. And I was like, are my shoes talking now? Measurehead's babe? And then I saw it was this woman.
There's a but.
Again.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Why? Are you gonna go kiss the dead body?
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the union's side.
Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Alright.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet
Okay,
prove
well, blah blah
fey.
blah. Go do your
See
racism
that
somewhere
they
else.
Stay here the whole time.
Yapping, yapping, yapping. That's making the union guy slimy and the corporate lady pleasant. Feels like
The woman's
intentional
gaze
decision.
follows
Yeah.
Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Why are you with Measurehead?
Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
We're just trying to keep things from going to
Have
shit.
you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
The entire tree. Or Kuno's legs, because Kuno probably fucking talked shit to him.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
Me too.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Oh my gosh. Pop the fuck off, Kim. Kim, slay. 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 So, okay, these guys are on strike. I need some explanation. So these guys are on strike. And then Everett is with the union, I thought. But I thought the union's on strike. Can someone explain like I'm 5 years old? We're not the fashion police, we are the real police. Kim lying again. True! Understanding the scabs is a streamer's hardest quest. The union is on strike, but they are scabs. Union is trying to prevent scabs from working. And remind me what the scab thing is again, because I also got scab. The guys down there are strike breakers. So these guys, oh, these guys want to go back to work. So they're, because it looks like they're striking because they've got signs. People who work during a strike, okay. Union, the scabs want to work despite the strike and not union. And they want to replace the union workers. Hence why the union closed the dock down. Okay. And then, unless this is spoilers, and sorry if I'm asking dumb questions, but it's confusing to me. What was the strike originally for? Is it like wages, like usual? Yell at him, G. Oh, G says I deserve a timeout. Scabs are there to break the strike by working, so the strikers have to give in. Okay. And they don't care because they want the money and they want to work. Scabs. I pretended to drink this, but then I realized it was really hot, so I just kind of slurped the hot air in. The union workers want more say in how the company is run. Okay. And Evrat is representing the union and the strikers. Because I don't understand why he... Okay. I think I get it. Well, Pines are a shit company and the strikers want a share and a say in how the company is run. Okay. And so... a union... Because I've never... I am sad to say I'm ignorant in this subject sort of stuff, but so then the union is there to represent the people who are on strike and have their best wishes at heart, which is also what that law woman is doing, because, and that's probably why she got sent to law school. Explaining a union to an American. Yeah, basically. I only ever worked jobs that were just not labor. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it's... I guess it's understandable for this strike. But police are supposed to be neutral anyways, is what... None of your business, I guess, is the only thing I could say.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across mud.
Oh
lanes.
no!
It's Kuno. Then,
Please do not smash Kuno into pieces. You can be in union in any company. Collective of people who negotiate for workers' rights. Social is used as a source of cheap labor by coalition nations ever since the revolution was crushed and they occupied the city. Yeah, because this city is like in the middle and it's not being taken care of and fell through the cracks, is what Kim said.
the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
What did you do to Kuno? He's just a boy, child. I hope you beat up the other one though, the annoying
corpse
one.
has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
There's nothing stopping you from being slimy just because you're in a union. Yeah, it is position of power. I feel like this is still kind of cheeky to say thanks for your cooperation, Measurehead, because I'm saying thanks for cooperating, you fucking asshole.
Farewell, ham sandwich. You are...
Okay. What if he just gave the body to Kuno to play with? Because this guy thinks I'm a loser anyways. And why is this guy so artistic looking? Me looking in the mirror. And I, accidentally switched around the words that I wanted to say. He's the one that painted all the strike signs and then the scab signs. He's capitalizing on it. Kuno? Well, he got the body down. Kuno's little shit show. Why is he so upset? My plaything!
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
It's down. Celebrate in a more reserved manner.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised.
Skill point.
The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Field autopsy.
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body
I think
to the
Kuno would like
number
Measurehead though,
3.
right? Because he's just big.
The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual.
Kuno is probably like, can you adopt me, big man?
The fuck are they on about?
Okay.
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Is there like a doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From autopsy to cleanup to social work, everything.
Honorary?
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able. Usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is Lieutenant Detective.
Kuno would be like, I don't understand what you're saying, yeah. I don't... Yes, I feel like
You
a
are.
detective.
Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now,
Okay, let's just look. Perform field autopsy. Amazing. I don't want to do that with the audience of Kuno and this other idiot.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Oh, he's done everything.
Come back later, Corporal.
First, why am I asking?
come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What? I'm wearing my cool gloves.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is
Okay,
the world's
dude.
highest summit. And the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
You have another pair of gloves.
Unfortunately, no.
I have gardening gloves. Maybe they're
They are
enough.
better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
Okay. We just fill this in, right?
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
Open it.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
Okay.
Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
Assistant.
That's you.
Leave it empty.
the corpse lies there, indifferent to your retrograde amnesia. The next box says
Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date 0803.
Kim's taking credit
and
for my
time of
autopsy.
arrival, 0815 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
I'm just gonna write it down.
Next,
Name.
NA. Next,
Date of
NA.
birth. Age.
Roughly 50.
Dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
Let's listen to
The
Kim.
corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mwindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky, fucky!
Oh my god. Children are
Male.
stupid.
Pigs can have sex!
Right, male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of
We're
death.
still going with March 4th. 51.
Write it.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10.
I'm not a sorry
Case
cop.
number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
I don't think they're siblings, Sandan. I don't know what they are.
A strange word. Treatment.
Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dog walkers.
Sorry cop would go with what Kim says, instead of his educated visual
Your
calculus.
central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2
What do you
seconds
mean?
to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbat puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else.
What the hell is
And
this
so,
guy on about?
all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the
The corpse
page.
cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Script 1 external.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think.
Babroudine.
Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
Yeah,
disappointment
indeed.
is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
And the cock size, Kim? What's the size of his cock?
The
It
boots
says
are
it here on the list.
vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the
Yeah,
shape
Kim.
of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the
Zikok.
heart. The ink is
Unimpressive.
blue and white.
Detective.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case
Assistant.
files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow.
That's
Length,
him,
3
Hatchiman.
meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built.
Well
measuring
nourished.
1.8 meters. Generally consistent.
That's what I'm
with
gonna
age,
say
about
next time
50.
I look at myself and I
Preservation is
feel
good.
too
Ambient
fluffy.
temperature below freezing.
Well nourished. Well nourished with cookies.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch his hair.
His hair feels wet, soaked with rain, cold to touch. Not that different from a living person after a swim. The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to your hand
Ew.
like thread off a rag doll's
Whatever,
head.
Tilleron. I said because you eat ice cream.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs.
This guy.
Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem.
Low
Non-velocity.
velocity. Yeah.
Fucking low velocity?
Yeah.
You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
How do you know what velocity means, Kuno?
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there
Yeah.
are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
I meant for high velocity. No.
Ligature mark.
You're not getting this one, Kim. A small folding knife starts cutting into the polyester. The material cannot be
Steel
cut.
wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Okay, here they are.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below.
Uh-oh.
Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
My...
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Uh-oh. Look for a good
The belt
spot
is
to cut.
equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
I am Kuno's pig.
You are? This pig is Kuno's.
Being Kuno's pig has a steadying effect
Yes!
on your hand. Go with the flow, man.
+1 for agreement with Kuno. Alright?
You jam the
Fuck.
cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better
Yes.
hold. Then
Fuckity
the
fuck.
lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to your aid.
Cut some.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that faggoty. Corpse fucking time.
Told you my pig was hardcore.
Okay, okay, Kuno, I don't like the other one.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
Let him work.
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts.
Just let
with
him do
his
it.
elbow to his knee for precision. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Here.
You. running his finger along the dark red groove until he comes to a
The
gap.
rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Yeah, I wish we could tell that kid to
Chest is
go
intact.
away.
Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia.
Oh, he's taking the cock out! He's taking the cock out!
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Inspect them. No.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
Ew. Write it down and move
Back
on.
is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower
I just had to
extremities
check.
are intact, but
I've got
asymmetrical.
Good
There are combat
investigation.
injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Okay.
In
so
addition,
fight.
I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over
No,
2,
you say
maybe
that,
more
Chainsaw
decades,
Hands McGee.
Dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
Isn't that what they said about my boobie when I had to get that lump looked at? They said one of my breasts, the one that didn't have the lump in it, was unremarkable, right? Bob would remember, because he's an encyclopedia. I am pretty sure they said right breast is unremarkable because there was nothing wrong with it. And I said, I beg to differ. This one is quite remarkable, and so is this one. I know they always say that, but it doesn't mean that it's any less hurtful. Scarring is extensive, way more than a law official's.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars.
Unremarkable, better than maybe will kill you. That's true.
Last item. Hands.
I had tubular adenosis, and I had to get a biopsy, and that sucked. And they put a little metal chip in my boob, and I got a mammogram, which also really sucked. Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Tubular.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name is...
I'm only
What?
fucking with you.
My name is...
I
Who?
know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
My boob does not set off metal detectors. It's like the smallest, most almost microscopic chip of metal. And it's so that if I get a scan in the future, especially for a mammogram, and there's an irregularity in my boob, the metal chip means that it's already been biopsied, so that it's already been flagged and already been looked at, instead of like potentially raising alarm. It's good to hold your hand. Did you like it when I stroked your hair?
I did, Kobo. I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small boy.
Yeah, because I'll have to. Of course, you have to get mammograms, like more than once. And I had to get a mammogram earlier than you're supposed to, since I had an irregularity.
We should do this more often. Be close like this.
The dead body loves me.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling. Ooh.
Write it down.
That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Internal. Ugh.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
The moral
What would
of the
that
story.
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood
I think that may
supply.
well be the moral of every story, officer.
He's grinning. He loved my joke.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant.
Mr.
Hyoid
Baby.
bone.
What
Let's
are you
see.
doing, Mr. Gilgamesh? Gilgamesh, what are you doing? Is the crustacean station? Oh, you can maybe see a tail poking out of the crustacean station. This little tail right here. The crustacean station. Tail. Of the crustacean station. Theories are at home in the mirror. This is true. See the mouse house. Yeah, they haven't, they've like smelled it, but they haven't slept in it yet.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it.
Hello?
Gently, a rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Socks, maybe. Thanks so much for the prime. Welcome.
Yeah, jack that fucker off.
Okay. I also made that joke in my head. But it did not, no one needed to
The
verbalize it.
hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Pry open the dead man's jaw. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are
Oral
used.
cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen.
No, Disco.
Hemorrhaging present in mucosa.
You can't call me
lips and mouth.
Kuno S. They say slurs.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart.
I'm gonna look in there.
Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Look inside.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the
Deeper
darkness inside.
inside
It's humid
the mouth.
breath, sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw
Oh,
up
I
again,
should not, because what if
straight
I
in that
vomit
mouth
into the
of
guy's
his.
mouth?
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Do we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
Neither am I. Same for toxicology and serology. And
Okay.
cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands.
What do you mean
feet, and
sorry?
neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent.
What made
with the
that? I
hanging.
didn't say sorry. I just didn't vomit into someone's mouth.
Gastrointestinal.
It's poopy.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Omit the voila.
What's next on the list?
Descriptions of
Let's see.
injuries.
We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Okay. Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Omitting the voila. You said viola. You said viola, and that's an instrument.
And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
Hmm.
Oh fuck, I clicked the
Not just
3
yet.
one.
Let's get what we know. So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response.
A
The
perpetrator on the
has
scene.
confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
The lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuno. He is silent with it.
Kim is warming up to Kuno too.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next, a
Ligature.
dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Dark red abraded ligature mark with a gap on the nape. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. Hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. No signs of clawing on the neck. It's difficult because if the man was unconscious, I don't know if this happening to him would cause him to wake up and claw at his neck. And so if the injury was what killed him, if he was unconscious, would he have claw marks? I don't know, because I'm wondering if what we're supposed to say is that it was non-fatal because we are assuming that he was carried over here first. So it's a bit confusing. So, but I guess that's because we're supposed to figure it out. And the bone being fractured. I want to Google cervical column. I don't think there's one of those in your vagina, even though there is a cervix. Cervical column. And that would be your spine. So if the hyoid bone is fractured, but the cervical column is intact, it means that I believe that means his neck wasn't broken. The hyoid bone, I think that's the one in the front, maybe? Is that your... It looks like a miniature jaw. Do all of us have a baby alien jaw inside of our jaw, like Alien from the Alien movies? Like the... What are those called? I keep thinking it's sycophant. Sycophant? Symbiote? What's the ear one called? I don't know, but it's connected to your head bone. Xenomorph, that's the one. The one is in your vocal cords commonly broken when strangled. So I think the hyoid bone, if that was fractured, that could have been fractured from the fall or the stress of the hanging. But I think typically if you hang someone and it kills them, either they do it so that it's quick and it breaks the neck, or it would be consistent with stopping breathing. But if there are no claw marks to suggest that he was not trying to free himself, I'm just gonna say post-mortem.
He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck.
Why do you say that?
I don't think it was the... Whoa! I don't think it was the injury that killed him.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
Well, Boba used logic. I can't shake the feeling he was doing something else when he died.
I'm not usually one to go for these hunches.
Kim agrees with me. I'm smart.
I thought we had our cause of death here, officer.
I
now
didn't
I
use...
think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being.
I just had to Google what bones those
Let's
were.
wrap this up. I pronounced this field autopsy over.
How did it go?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail.
Professional?
What is there to say?
Professional? Hello,
Given the
Slayer.
circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Fortnite for processing.
Okay.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Perception. If I add my perception check now... How does that look? Still quite low. If I do this, and I go in my bag, I feel like I have something that helps with perception. Interfacing minus perception. Okay, I don't think I actually do. But if I save now...
The man is decomposing. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and
We are gonna
takes
do a
deep
gamble.
breath. You run your
Piss.
hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Best to level up stats after failing so you get a second chance. Ooh, okay. So, like, metagaming it.
His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them. That's all.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Yes, there's something we're not
Okay,
seeing.
well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Okay, where do we find a fridge?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
So, we can ask Kuno if he knows where a big fridge
Fuck are
is.
you looking at, Beano, man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
Kuno looks like he gets around. Knows Martinez. And its fridges too, probably. Or, remember the buttons on that intercom over there? On the side of the building next to the Whirling? One was for
Ice
Revachol
City.
Ice City. Perhaps it's a clue.
Let's hurry then.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Okay. Kuno vaults. I have to go pee again. Mr. Baby? What the hell this little guy doing? Just got takeaway from Wagamama. Chicken was disgusting, tough, and the threads of muscle were Ugh. Gross. I phoned up the restaurant and told the guy there, and he didn't apologize and kept making excuses till I hung up on him mid-sentence. Ugh, get a refund on Deliveroo, Simon. That sounds nasty. I hate when the chicken tastes like chicken and has the texture of chicken. And that's not me making fun of you. I actually hate that. I hate that. I'm gonna order food after I'm done. But I'm gonna get a halloumi gyro. Okay. Let's go ask the guy about a fridge. Hey, I'm here to see a guy about a fridge. That's so gross, though. Maybe they just used, like, the nastiest leftover chicken bits or something. Oh yeah, I can scare this lady by saying, I know your name.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Are you Lizzie? Elizabeth?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually
Didn't work.
here.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her face.
Interesting.
You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Easy Leo told me about you. He likes to talk
You
a
are
lot.
not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that.
You said you're the union fixer. You fix things.
I am a legal counsel. Don't make this personal.
A very minor victory.
Okay. We'll talk later. I'll take a minor victory. Let's ask this loser.
Can I help you?
I need a fridge.
Yes, yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Flattery is the way.
We heard you have the biggest fridge.
You've heard wrong. And you're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
Damn, I thought the size thing would work.
I'm not even gonna ask why. You're just gonna say something mean.
This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. You don't have to ask me why you can't store a dead body in my kitchen.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too?
Yo.
No, the answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Wow. Turn the lieutenant off like he was a busted old radio. He really is the lord.
Tell him, Kim.
Let's go talk to the freight clerk.
What about this guy? He's got a fridge or something. What are you burning in here, my guy? Hey.
The man ponders his cooking utensils.
I need a
and
fridge
gives you
to
little
store
nod.
a corpse.
The man keeps shaking his head. His eyes seem sad. Then he starts swiping crumbs off the
Oro
countertop.
shoved like 3 or 4 in the one in the boat.
I don't think he understands, officer. We need to find some other way to make ourselves clear.
What language
He's
is
from
he
Grad,
speaking?
a Koiko.
With the mention of the word Koiko, the cook starts talking excessively, his hands up in the air again. He's happy for some reason. He's from Grad. People from Grad don't mind if they're called by their national derogatives. It's okay to call him a Koiko.
I need to put a dead body in this fridge. Point to the fridge.
Oh, no. Body no fit fridge. Fridge more.
Okay then.
I know.
Listen to him. This is a man who clearly knows about bodies and fridges, and bodies fitting into fridges.
Okay, we have our answer. It won't fit.
Leo
We need a
said
bigger fridge.
you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then He falls silent again. They're friends.
What is in the borscht you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
Yes.
Boss need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good
I
spirits.
did it!
Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
I'll leave the cooking to you.
The cook gives you a long, inspecting look, then shrugs too, and seems to wait for you to speak.
Stay masculine. Alright. So we can ask the girl that works at this store about their fridge. Does this guy got anything new to say? Hey, loser.
Looking for something, Hunt?
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Look, as detective. I come from a long line of lorrymen.
Let's get this guy in
We got
trouble.
ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, Koiko picked apples.
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of him on this.
Bye. Bye, idiot. Hey, lady. You got a fridge?
Is this about the questions again?
You have a fridge.
Right behind you.
I need to store a corpse there.
You're joking, right?
I need to store the corpse of a hanged man.
Okay. It wouldn't even fit, you know.
Now that I'm looking at it, maybe a glass-doored fridge in a public grocery store isn't the best option for storing a corpse.
But it would have been beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bye. This girl's clueless. She doesn't know shit. I do love Uncle Disco, it's true. And this video game is pretty good so far. Let's talk to the Iceman on the radio.
An old callboy. East
Iceman?
Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Let's try this one.
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and alright. Maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner. There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell.
What the hell is
for
happening?
her to answer the call.
Don't
it's
answer that.
cold.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order? My God.
I said you got me confused with someone else.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax.
Please don't
Distance
hang
yourself
up.
from it.
I want to explain myself.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait. Is she...
Are you repeating your words?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand.
It
The
doesn't
voice
matter.
from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. When
Can we talk now?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different.
I guess not.
As if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice.
And then it hits you.
You're
She tries
recording.
again not to cry. And real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Why does it still feel like it's my
The
fault?
sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance. but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Keep
The
listening.
phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So... it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Something weird.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together,
okay, dude,
something weird is almost always happening to you.
That is true.
Alright, I'll call the ice guys.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Silence.
Maybe. Maybe there's a fridge in this abandoned gym. Hello, Breezy. Nice flashlight. Thanks. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Okay, dude. What does this look like?
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Kim, you think I can do this?
Why does it feel so familiar?
Head hurts. Kim, there's a trap. There's no collars.
Right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
That is a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Is it because I'm a weightlifter?
It's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat.
I was a runner?
And the whistle. Then it's just a memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
This could kill me.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
I'm going to die.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slip with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form. See? See? This place is cursed. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to smash through that back door.
Whatever. Weightlifting is for the intellectually impaired
It was
anyways.
never my favorite either.
Yeah, tell him, Kim.
At the station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head.
Yeah. Good spotting, Kim. Alright, Kim. I'm getting my flashlight out, Kim. In my bag. in my bag. And now if I even stub my toe, it will probably kill me because I am on 1 health again. But that's fine. We're not going into a dangerous, abandoned building that could result in injury. A large demijohn full of a strange liquid. Wild animals stared at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Okay. That's fucking horrible. Airship rotor covered in spider webs that remind you of blades. This ain't looking so good in here, my guy. Naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth-bitten. Money? Ooh, it's got creepy noises back here. Okay. Skis with slipstream painted on the laminated top layer. Steel rotor blades with the slipstream logo. A production schedule filament memory. We're rich, boys. We're rich. This filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Ooh! Or I can sell it for money, so I'm not going to live on the streets. Emma's atelier? Is this the hallway I came from? No, it's another hallway. The minky?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard.
No, it's
covered in
like a
scribbles,
elf
sketches,
man.
and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Drawings?
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures?
Oh.
Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind.
Also, thank you for the 57 months, Simon.
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Look at him.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says,
hello,
all
newbie.
non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Kim. Who are they? Are they real?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's
Why
not
would-
really real.
Why would anyone spend this
Some
much
people
time on this?
really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game. Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Look at
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario,
Ooh.
a desperate fight for geothermal
You know I love my
energy engulfs
post-apocalypse
the world as Wirral becomes untethered
post-apocalypse
from its sun,
and
drifting
end of
through
world
the
scenarios.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI spanned the marker-drawn grid.
Look at
The
this.
grand scheme of production.
Kim, we're at the
and
disco,
money.
Kim. Get it? It's the name of the game, Kim.
Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss. An abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos, worry, pain.
Mr. Brian peeking out of the crustacean station? Mr. Brian? Mr. Brian peeking out of the crustacean station? Mr. Brian. He is peeking. Oh, he's leaving the crustacean station, Mr. Brian. I don't leave in the crustacean station. Oh. Even the crustacean station. His head's so fluffy now that, like, if you see the back of his head, it just is a big freaking shape. Did it come out of crustacean station to see me, Mr. Baby? Did you leave that crustacean station? What are you doing there in the crustacean station? Did you clock in to the crustacean station? Wanna kiss? Got the motor running. Got the motor running. You got the motor running, Mr. Baby. Got the crusties. You got the crusties. Like the chin scratch. You like the chin. You got all the whiskers. By me, Mr. Baby. Your long tail, Mr. Baby. A big fluffy head. Mr. Brian. I'm gonna tell them every night. I'm gonna tell them how every night you come to sleep next to me on my pillow. And you come over for bedtime and you lay down next to me. And then sometimes he goes, does a little sigh. Don't you, Mr. Brian? You're sighing. Because you're so relaxing, Mr. Baby. You cozy? Thanks for the bits. Sometimes he goes, huh? Sometimes he goes, oh? Better go home, Mr. Baby. Mr. Brian. I remember when you were so little, Mr. Baby. My Shayla. Now he's a big man. What are you doing, Mr. Baby? You gonna stay here? I played a video game?
Mini-Me stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUM.
I don't know, Tileron.
Station
I can't
41
remember.
tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow
Mr.
rarer
Brian,
and
Mr.
rarer.
Brian.
The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days.
Sundown?
Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Mr. Brian needs to get brushed, but he doesn't like it. Because if there's tangles, he gets mad. And he wants to leave the brushing. Gilgamesh got both his feetsies out.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says,
Oh.
See the prod schedule filament for details. The handwriting is only partly
You got
legible,
a stinky breath, probably because you
still
ate
make
chicken,
out 3 slogans.
chicken breast
Call in,
jerky
tune out,
wrapped around a
rule untethered,
tiny sardine
and
earlier.
Heat death of the universe.
Mr. Brian. You got the motor one and Mr. Baby.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart
Ooh.
and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside. But we are looking for a fridge, and we are...
On the
Yeah.
other hand, it's not the time not
I did actually
interested
also
in
just
abandoned
remember that
radio
we're looking for a fridge. But I did kind of think there might be a fridge in here. Uh-oh. What the hell? That could be a fridge for some reason. There's a Brian. You do have stinky breath, dude. This looks like a
You
fridge.
see a terrifying ice bear
Yes!
with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
Looks like a giant
The
ice
lieutenant
bear.
doesn't answer.
Open
A
the
gust
door.
of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Look
The
inside.
shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
It looks like the perfect
It's
place for a
certainly
corpse.
an eccentric choice, but it is big enough. And cold enough too.
Look at
But
that!
the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can. Your visual confirms you could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge.
Shall we go and get the body then?
The body is heavier than you
Damn!
and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Look at that! I did not... It makes it... It seems as if I knew this was here.
Dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
Not sure I believe.
Of course you don't. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in an ice bear fridge. This does not leave this room.
He means it. He doesn't want to be the ice bear cop.
This is art.
If I were an artist, this would certainly not
Say
be my
5
vision.
art cop
I would be
lines.
much, much more conservative in my work.
He's right. His work would be much more formal.
At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection.
in.
Under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
What are you doing, Mr. Brian? Hmm? Yes? You want to sit next to me on the chair so I scoot over, or what? You look greasy. Do I need to give you a bath? Is that what it is? Sometimes his hairs look like, porcupine hairs. And then I think maybe he's greasy and he needs a shower. Are you greasy, Mr. Baby? Are you greasy? I want to look at this note, because what if it says, do not put dead bodies in here or the bear will wake up and eat you?
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Okay. The Brian's going to drink the water or put his hand in the fountain. Alright, let's see what this note says. His diet? Well, he has that anti-allergy food. I wonder if it's that. Interact.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
They are big now, huh?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the
Someone
note.
has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The
What the
illiterate
heck?
ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized
Is he
place
talking
with
about
a freezer.
Kuno?
Take care. Sully Swaff.
Okay. Who wrote the
Someone
note?
who owns a radio computer? My guess is as good as yours, officer.
Which is to say, not very good.
Who's the illiterate
Really?
ginger kid?
You don't have a single guess?
He's got a smug grin. A smooch. Oh, I missed that. Oh, look at the toes on the baby. Important development. The mouse house. The mouse house being investigated. The mouse house. We've got an investigation to the mouse house, everybody. Elliot, you're just in time to see Mr. Bryan entering the mouse house for the first time.
Brian?
This one over here. Performing his yoga. Sometimes if I do that to Mr. Bryan, I say, "What do you want, Mr. Bryan?" And he goes, he'll meow. I'm trying to get him to meow for you. Peter Bryan. Look at this freaking guy up here. Like he owns the place. Mr. Bryan went in the mouse house, but then when I talked to him, he wanted to be scratched. So he came back out of the mouse house. That's what he did. Just crushed my own finger. I scoot this way. This will give you some Gilgamesh vision. He's not being scolded. I just ask him what he wants, and then he goes, meow.
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
He just likes to grab the curtains and put them in his mouth, Mr. Gilgamesh does. Where's the ice cream maker?
I don't know. It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape.
A disco
You listen
tape.
to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes.
Yes, the
only
curtains.
for a computer.
It's like the production schedule you found.
What do you want?
Only this one's an off-site copy.
It's going in the hallway. I love you were an art history major in college because it's my minor. Don't know anyone else willing to put in the effort to understand greatness. Love the art histories. Yeah.
The bear's
I
eyes
do love
are
art
still
studying.
glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Tell me something.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
You like it in the fridge?
I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. You're a genius.
I agree.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you.
Bear ice cream.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
This guy just fell over. Why'd it fell over like that? Did you see him fall over? I just heard it. And then I looked behind me and the mouse house was upturned.
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day. The electricity bill must be catastrophic. On the other hand, it did help us with a certain corpse situation.
Mr. Blind smelling the mouse house.
Lucky us.
Okay. So, perception 3. Did I have anything? Or did I already put it on? I think it was. Yeah, I think I have on everything that I need. And it's a pretty good chance.
Still glowing red.
So let's hope that
it's
it works.
Guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside. You touch the dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea where to begin, or what to even do with him.
It'll come to you sooner or later.
Yes.
At least he's safe here until then.
I wonder if I just say YOLO and put mine another skill point in there. So I don't... There's nothing else I really want. Yes, YOLO. The door. Save.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. Your arms reach out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around.
True, I could have come back.
Slippery flesh.
But
first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
What's this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent.
Nostrils.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in. Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage. The thing you're looking for, it's not there. You pick it between your fingers. The mass is even larger than your nose. Very porous somehow.
That was a nose, not a boobie.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate.
Oh my god. What a dummy. What a dummy, dude.
You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye.
I do love him, Frank. Elliot.
No larger than 0.4
because I was thinking in my head.
The edges appear darkened.
True, still falling over. So I was thinking, Elliot, in my head I went, oh, Elliot likes Kim, and there's 2 male protagonists in this game. So Elliot's next thing that he'll do is like his Hannibal thing. He's gonna say, or he's gonna get into Kim X Harry gay art. A hole swollen shut.
An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Abrasion collar.
Abrasion collar.
Touch it.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
What?
Yes, that's what this part is called.
Feel around?
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Well...
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. Ugh. The slug-like structures are damaged.
It's already
too.
there.
The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The undulations of the limbic system have ended. All is quiet.
There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres.
Lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
You misimpressed?
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly.
What if there's
strange
like
fluid
a
streams down your wrist as you push
a
deeper
worm in there?
Until you feel it.
And the worm
on the tip of your finger.
And the worm got in like Alien.
Sharp serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin.
A solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
Inspect the
There's
skull.
a tiny crack. A protrusion in the cranium. Right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it. From the inside.
It's a wiggly woo.
The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
Something to his
We
brain,
have
though?
the makings of a very small exit wound here.
Okay. So we need some interfacing.
Wait, detective.
Out comes his small folding knife. The lieutenant moves its blade across the man's skull.
Oh, I was
searching
gonna
for
add
the
to my
exit wound.
interfacing. Not towards the protrusion.
Withdraw your hand 4 centimeters, please.
Pull your hands
With a
back
crack,
and nod.
he punches the knife in the skull. Then, one more time, and one more, until the bone comes loose, like eggshell.
Yuck.
Inside, you feel the jelly move from his poking.
Can you push it out?
A small flower of metal blossoms from the man's head, followed by your finger.
So we got into this through his mouth, up his skull, and out the back of his
A
head.
bullet. Unknown caliber. Rifled. You may remove your hand from the victim's head now, officer. Well
A
done. Here's your
bullet.
prize.
Okay.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue.
High
Small exit
velocity.
wound
It
on
was
the occiput.
Kuno.
How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Agreed.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Yeah. All of it.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
I agree.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him?
What are doing? What are
There was no
doing?
satisfying explanation. There have been other signs too. Small things. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
I'm thinking, and do not correct me or anything, because this is just out loud speculating. But there's something about a dream in the game that I had where I shot my best friend and killed him or something. But I guess if the union workers are the one that hung him up there.
We didn't fall for it, he thinks. There's pride in there. There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
The bullet will hold
Yes,
more answers.
we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Why would
To
anyone
hide
do
something.
this?
The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here?
Need to wash myself.
You really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Ooh.
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Yeah, I've got another skill point from that, so it's like I didn't spend one at all.
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
No, I'll miss you,
Work
Kim.
on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work.
Praise? Praise? Praise?
The word lingers in the air of the basement. Far away, ice cream makers are buzzing, and the sea wind blows outside.
Bye, sundown. Good night.
Detective.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks, and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Maybe we explore the rest of this place, and then we let Kim... hello? I get to play as Kim now? Bye, I'm Kim now. It's me, Kim, and I'm inspecting this. Yes, I like it.
The bullet is safely sealed away
Maybe
in
this
a
will
plastic
fix it.
bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has
I'm
filled
boba
out the
skipping.
label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the
I
bullet
don't
was
think
found.
it's intended.
Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, Bullet?
What?
I said, what do I do with
Well,
you, Bullet?
if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me. If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim.
They probably used my
In
gun.
conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core.
Kim
The
mode.
bait, you can just about make out a few striations near the bait. It's quite destroyed.
What can you say about the bullet so far? A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech
I think it must be my gun.
for nearly half a century.
Don't answer that.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very
So wait, the
strange. I
RCM
like this, officer.
does not have
Strange means
jacketed
unique.
bullets.
Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while. The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels you wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
We're trying it.
A rifle.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Revolutionary
just very
period.
smart and
Your bullet
good
looks
at
to be
looking
an
at
old
stuff.
4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted.
You know, it's probably because I'm playing as Kim and not as Harry.
The 4.46 caliber
Or
was
whoever this
widely
guy
used
is.
with the Belma Grade
Gaming,
rifle,
gaming.
a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theatre of the anti-centennial revolution.
What was that, a 3 or an 8%?
No, but Zelica, a major firearm manufacturer,
Okay.
ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are
8?
still a lot of
Hell
these
yeah.
old military rifles floating around, usually broken.
Well, that
The
was how much
quality
it was for
appalling.
punching Kuno, too, and I got that one as well. But I didn't get the fucking 50% ones before.
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock
An
bangers.
antique.
You're looking for a well-preserved
The
antique.
3% art wall, yeah.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came
Okay.
from.
And?
A Bell
An
McGraw
antique.
rifle.
That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Makes you consider every shot. I like
Imagine
it.
if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
Something mysterious is afoot.
Mysterious? Okay. Either way, we'll know when we
Interesting.
find the gun.
Okay. I think I've unbroken myself now. No, I'm not. I'm Kim still. Okay. What if I can never move again? And then I have to undo all of my progress. Okay, I can move. And I wouldn't get that legendary roll. Ice cream maker. A hidden doorway. Two rusty rifles above the piping. Some busted guns beneath the ceiling.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are
Seems
we?
like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and
Look at
spiderwebs,
this!
rummaging around.
So-
you find rusty rifles hidden away.
If this is some of the guns that are connected to this, that feels kind of wild in a playthrough to put the guy in the same place where the rifles are from,
Are these
potentially.
any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A
Is this
bolt-action
gonna be
model
it?
with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
What does Rat Boy do? I can't whistle like he does. I can't whistle like anyone does.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be
Look!
functional, but
Yeah, but,
still a
Kim!
beautiful thing in its own.
Kim! Isn't that the same gun that fired the
It's
fatal
the same
bullet?
type of weapon, yes. A breech loader. But it's not the same gun. This one's been out of order for years. I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue.
I'll have to suck my whistle back in.
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez.
Interesting.
It's an
Let's give it to
interesting
Kuno.
coincidence, I would say.
It doesn't
Might
work.
come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Okay. We've got a gun that doesn't work. It's a 4-shot. Okay. Interesting. Let's give it to Kuno and get some street cred with him. An ice cream maker! Let's make ice cream,
This
Kim!
orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. You
Let's
slip
open
your
it.
fingers under the
It's
throat.
too
If
cold.
you want to try again, then you need...
Equip the pry bar by going to the tools tab in your inventory.
Fry bar, Kim, we're having some ice cream. Kim, prepare your mouth hole for ice cream.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top, and
Let's
turning
crank
the
it
crank
first.
feels oddly satisfying. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Let's try it.
The ice squeaks
Yes.
beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge. You see the pry bar's metal handle
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It
In
takes
advanced
an
darkness.
to get it open. I have no idea, officer.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough.
Sooner or later, Kim, I will open this ice cream. Kim, I'm so close to affording a bedroom tonight.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box.
No.
The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
If I unplug
Something
the ice
close
cream
to you
maker,
dies with a...
Why did you do that?
because then it will unfreeze.
The lieutenant raises his brows.
If it stops being frozen,
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice. The ice
Yes.
squeaks beneath the pry. You see the...
Yeah, well, I have no idea.
Sooner or later,
alright, well, if we give it like a day, it will melt. A mesh tank top? Kim? I left on accident. Kim? Kim? What the heck? Kim? Do I look disco, baby? How disco do I look, baby? Take off my necktie. Damn, dude. What'd this do for me? We don't need that shirt. This is where it's at, my guy. Logic and authority. Alright, we'll leave these on. Look, it's a bird! Can't we take that bird up to those people? They love bird there. Free money? Oh, I don't have my thing. But free money? Free money? Okay. So this just went back up to the outside, right? What's happening to my leg? I'm disco, baby. That's what's happening. And what's this
a thick
thing?
layer of coal dust covers the furnace,
furnace.
coloring it. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
What is this?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here. In
A
the darkness you
voice.
can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
I hear someone
Wait,
talking
really?
upstairs.
We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Smear
A
your
lush
hands with
layer
coal.
of coal now covers. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai,
Yes.
ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face.
Smear
in
my
three dangerous
face.
stripes appear onto your cheeks.
Yes.
Telling stories of your wild soul.
I am a wild soul.
What are you doing?
I am the reincarnation of an ancient
Please
warrior.
wipe your face clean of it.
No, you're a proud warrior. Keep it. You can feel your cheeks turn red under the lieutenant's gaze.
72% fail. 3% or 8% pass.
Thank you. So, where were we?
Ow.
A hollow ring echoes
That almost
through the
killed me.
furnace.
I almost died. Again.
Bent metal, broken glass. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Yeah. I rip shit apart. That's it. Okay, cool. Wait. Oh yeah, I gotta get more thought. Confirm. And I want to, anti-object task force. No. I want art degree. What will I get from this? Temporary research bonus. -1 perception. Can't even look at this shit. Me during art history school. Help. My perception is fucking up. What does this say now? It's got like a
This
little
old
box on it.
fireplace is covered in lines drawn in a diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being.
Okay.
The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles.
How do I know that?
Very pedantic. History classes, students with their textbooks open. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Of course, the anatomy of the curse. Art.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency.
It's a game,
Whoever
then who's
decides to
playing
call
it?
in to a call-in station, all of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My god. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble.
Kim, that's interesting, Kim.
The dusty radio computer sleeps.
Let's... Okay. So we heard someone upstairs, but is this upstairs? Or this is upstairs? What's this now?
An iron safety curtain curves before. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar.
Ooh.
The voices probably came from here.
Let's not fuck with that for a second. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Postcard. This is like an interrogation room looking kind of thing. Because there's a chair in here for no reason. I don't think... Does someone live here? Me and my one office chair.
As before, this is
No.
not an odd thing to do.
No.
Still nothing.
Knock even harder. Uh-oh.
You feel something in
I
your
died.
chest. An unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm. Very. All you cop suffers final.
Never met a door that I can't cut with a bolt cutter.
As before, this is not an odd thing to do. As before, this is direct. Still nothing.
Okay. Kim, I don't have anything to heal myself with, and that might kill me. Well, actually, it will kill me. Kim, that will kill me if I touch it. So this woman's saying that it was haunted. I wonder if she's even come in here. Because maybe she's working with somebody. If I go to the store... Don't talk to this lady, because she's gonna snitch on us. No, I didn't see anything in there. Just curses. Okay, let's go, away our flashlights so it doesn't look like we're interrogating people just yet. And if we go to the shop... Let's see if we've got any bottles.
The tear machine. Your bottles clunk.
Okay. Nice. I need some medicine.
A small cabinet on the wall is...
Okay, here. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Alright, we'll just live on this for now. Okay. Let's go... maybe try that again. Did you try clicking? What do you mean clicking? Sleeping too? I can't just take a nap. Kim will be disappointed in me. In health. Well, I didn't have any stuff.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it right.
Some areas are...
Kim is making fun of me. Kim, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, yes, you're right. You're right.
As before, this is direct. Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist...
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there.
Ask the lady. I hate her. Alright. I'll go stand by the lady. And then I'm gonna save the game. And then the next time I play, I'll talk to the lady. Even though I want to talk to the lady. Maybe I'll talk to the lady. Fine. I'll talk to the lady. Since I'm here.
You broke down the back door?
Yes.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape. Okay, I'm willing to listen. We are set on the path. There's little else to do. But before we go on, did you encounter the malignant entity?
No.
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
I heard voices.
Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's
Okay. So, she told me it's a ghost. So now we're gonna go yell at the fucking furnace. Because we didn't do that the first time. But Kim is also like, what the hell's going on here? We're gonna get a bonus because Kim is intrigued about the chimney.
As before, this is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voice...
Okay. So you're telling me I've got to do a big knock again?
As before, this is direct. Those curtains prove to be...
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there.
Okay. I'm being cheeky about that one. I ain't wasting my 90 cents, dude. Okay. No, I'm not gonna try knocking again. Though it's
A
tempting.
thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Hello!
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
you've awakened the entity.
I'm the police. Who's there?
Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
What do you mean it actually scared
After you, officer.
What did? Alright, we gotta see who this lady is. What the heck? Tray full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. Candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. How many liters is that bottle? I don't know. I don't know how many it is. Hello?
Hello, I'm Nia.
The girl with the pearl earring.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
I haven't knocked
Then
on your
how did you
window.
get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I
Interesting.
have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed.
Move
I'm a
on.
novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
I'm not interested. I need...
Of course, I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice. How else can I help you then?
This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
What about the guy?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing
Fuck
with
off,
a
my
malignant entity
inner
here.
demons.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working.
The Daily
It
Ruckus
shuts
is
out
probably going to
most
be
of the daily ruckus
Kuno.
behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
You didn't take your eyes off your work to
I
look out
might
the
have,
window.
But in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
You played Dale and Dawson. Yes. Hello, Shagana. I did. It was
It's
fun.
an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Is that it? Where are
We're
we?
inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
Shagging you. Is that what it is? Shagging you.
But when I arrived here,
Naughty.
all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney.
Creative.
Oh. What happened
More
to
or
the other
less.
tenants?
Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Why can't I ask about all the guns?
Oh boy, the fabled Rever Show ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who...
They wanted a bear.
What were the other ideas?
Did the bear work?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying.
Nobody
Eventually,
liked
Rever Show
it.
ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear is doing its
Maybe.
best.
Because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. He said that the bear was his vision beast.
Sounds cool. Why is everyone doing drugs in this place? Even the taxidermist?
Oh,
I'm
totally
sorry,
understand.
I'm skipping the talking.
Anything else?
It's just sometimes, like, I enjoy, but it's also sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it's the regular cadence of people speaking, and the talking does take a long time. And I've, like, basically absorbed all of the words anyways.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
Hmm.
What else?
I think that's it for now, and then I'll talk to her more next time. People talking too slow? Yeah, if I could put on, like, this, like, crank up the speed of, some of the yapping. Perhaps I would. Perhaps I would. That would be nice. 2 times volume. It would. Look at that, no chicken. Chicken? No chickens. Alright, that's it for me for now. I'm gonna get some food. And I will be back here on this channel if I decide to on Monday. Or if not, then it's unfortunately not until I think Saturday or something like that. Mouse house? Nobody in the mouse house, and I don't think anybody in the Questation station either. Let me ask Ratboy. When are you streaming? The Questation station. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying my sick dice rolls. Because that's been fun too, to get some sick dice rolls in the video game. Rat boy? Go live now, so I can go eat dinner. Just yap for 20 minutes. He said fine. At 4:30. That's 4 minutes, Rat Boy. Yeah, he's doing a stream with Rachel. And they're doing Stardew Valley together. Because Rachel is a gamer, but Rachel likes Animal Crossing. And then she started Stardew Valley, so she likes that. So they were gonna try Stardew Valley. Should I make Here's what I can do in the meantime. I don't know if I'm an editor on Ratboy's channel. However, I am logged in to Ratboy's account on my computer. So I could make myself an editor if I'm not already. But I don't think I will. Stream manager. Edit info. Mute. Okay, let's see. Cozy gaming with Rachel. What else would Ratboy say? Time to... Or no. What do they say? Locating morpeds? Morped? Scanning for probe heads. Get it? Cause Krobus? Are you gonna use that lasagna or is it just me? True. Should I put... I'll put, are you gonna use that lasagna? I'm putting this as a tag. Add tag. Or is it just me? Add tag. Perfect. Perfect. So he's got some new tags. I've updated his title. Okay, let's go. What else can I do while we wait? Category? Tags, we've got those. Content labels, we don't need that. Cozy gaming with Rachel, scanning for probe heads. Damn, that's really good. That's really good. Choose my cosmetic. Can I do that? Can I do that while he's offline? Choose my cosmetic. Duck beak. Oh, I can! Okay. So I'm gonna make him use the duck beak. Alert message? Oh, I don't know if I can do the going live one. I can manage a goal. Stream markers. Clear chat history. Run an ad. Should I run an ad on Ratboy's channel? Crobhead does look dangerously like Knobhead, though. But, whatever. For your Stardew cosmetic. Okay. So far, so good. Scanning for probe heads. Don't worry, I'm just a genius. Can I put my food order in while we wait? Oh my god, I'm so glad. Jesus Christ. I'm so glad I didn't have my fucking desktop screen on because I opened Blue Sky and I follow an artist who does do smut stuff and there's just literally someone doing a blowjob. So that's good that I did not have that open. If I add £1.90, I'll get 20% off. I'm gonna do that. Because that means I'm saving money. Actually, I did save a decent amount of money when I did that. Alright. Is this what I want? Yes. Do I want any more sauce? No. It was basically like that, T-Cozy. Placing delivery order. Alright, Ratboy's live. He doesn't look like he changed his title. Let's see what he's saying. Is he saying anything? He might be playing music. Scanning for probe heads. I can knock. Shall I knock? I'm collaborating. I'm also playing. Alright, go watch Ratboy, who's basically my brother. And then, do, the fuck? Let's get my emotes ready. If you want to do a subscribo to Ratboy, you can, because then you'll get some emotes that I made, including scanning for morpeds. Go scan for some morpeds. Morton got first on the stream! Morton! You stole it! Fine, Morton. You get away with it this time. But next time, we'll see. Alright. Thanks for joining me. See you all next time. Have a good rest of your evening. Give Ratboy a follow if you haven't already. Stick around and watch or lurk if you want to. See you. Goodbye.